Hey guys, so the story of Nicholas Cruz makes another sad turn. So the woman who was taking care of him and his younger brother after his adopted mother died, the woman they've known for most of their life died, is trying to take control of their inheritance. They, him and his brother end up getting about $800,000 from their dead adopted parents. Now, what's going on right now is that she's trying to have a petition in court since he committed this crime, and he's definitely not gonna get out of jail anytime ever in his life. She's trying to get whatever she can, and she had so someone did. There's no confirmation on it. But it's most likely her or one of her associates that tried to get his younger brother committed to a mental asylum. And in Florida, you can't hold someone in a mental asylum that is under the age of 18 for more than 12 hours. So there's still no confirmation if he's still in there or not. Nobody knows that. But right now, it's looking even sadder for this guy. He's an outcast. Especially in high school, you're gonna want to be part of a social group. He's an outcast in the formative years of his life. He committed this horrible crime. He's gonna spend the rest of his life in jail. Now he's just being shut out from everything, every connection he's ever had. Even though she is like a friend of his adopted mother. She's trying to cut off any ties she has with them, and trying to salvage whatever she can from it. So it's not even, she doesn't even care about this kid anymore. It's just extremely sad. And he knows it too. He's definitely gonna know what's going on. Because people right now are gonna be factual and trying to talk whatever they can with them. Alright, so let's start reading right now. So the woman left in charge of the accused school shooter and his brother after his mother died last year filed court papers on the day after the massacre seeking to be put in charge of the dead woman's will. Then had an alleged shooter's brother involuntarily committed, a source case family revealed on the post. So this definitely doesn't sound like something out of a cheaply made TV drama movie. This is definitely a very sad story. He's going to jail. He's gonna go away for the rest of his life, and his brother she has his brother committed into a mental asylum, and she's trying to salvage whatever she can. She's trying to get some money off of this dead woman's will. So this is a sad story. Not only is he isolated, he's an outcast from his social group. He has no friends. He has no family. And whatever quote-unquote family he had, his mother's friend, is trying to backstab him and take his will. It's just a sad story. Just think whatever you want about him. It's just just think how you'd be if you were in his situation. Of course, he did a terrible crime, but this is just a sad story. The tragedy aside, this is just a sad story of a sad kid's life. Shooter Nicholas Cruz, 19, and his brother Zachary Cruz, 17, were put in the care of Roxanne Deschamps after their mom, Linda Cruz, died of pneumonia on November 1st. But the Deschamps kicked out Nicholas out of their house in Florida after standing up of Cruz's gun. So what happened is this guy, Cruz brought a gun into their household, so there was already tension over there. And you're a kid, especially an outcast kid, you're gonna have, as a teen, you're gonna have tension with your parents or whatever authority figure you have in your life. You're gonna have those tensions with them. And a gun, it's a very serious thing. I mean, no parent wants their crazy hormonal teenager handing a gun, especially one that's an outcast. And let's say you're not a parent, you're just a caretaker, and you see these kids as a burden. You're gonna look at them you're gonna not even care about them. And she kicked him out. Think whatever you want about him. This is just a sad story. She even took $2,900 from the teen before giving him the boot. Wow, that is cold. That is extremely cold. And I hope she fucking burns in hell for that. She's terrible. She definitely probably played a part in his mental instability and like how like oh my god. Sources close to Deschamps told the Post. Police said Nicholas admitted that he shot up his former school on February 14, killing 17 people, injuring 15, in the worst school shooting since 2012 Sandy Hook. Following day, Deschamps filed a petition to administer Lydia's debts as well as doling out the kid's inheritance. Lydia did not leave a will, and the petition filed does not indicate the estate's worth, according to Show. A family who took Nicholas said that he stood to inherit $800,000 on his 22nd birthday following his mother's death. So, let's take a look for a second. $800,000. Let's say she didn't have a mortgage. So, let's say that she, since she's gonna be the person in charge of the will. Let's say she defaults on the mortgage. So, let's say there's a lien. So, an average house would cost around $400,000, and well, that's where average house where I live. So, $400,000. She's definitely willing to get about $400,000. Like, and especially the fact that the mother didn't leave a will. That's gonna make things even shaky. Cruz is going away for the rest of his life in jail. I don't know about his brother, but it appears so that she's trying to have him committed so that she doesn't have to deal with him. Cruz told them that he believed Deschamps was trying to steal his inheritance. He's not far off. If Deschamps' petition was granted, she could be in charge of the estate, a fee of settling it for the kids, which the fee would be subject to judge review, according to Florida probate lawyer Robert Wolf, who was not involved in the case. Deschamps has filed a petition on the grounds that she cared for 50%. She is caring for 50% minor beneficiary, Zachary, according to court papers. She doesn't care about this kid. She didn't even care about Cruz. She definitely doesn't care about Zachary. She had him committed. She's trying to get the money. She had not a care in the world when she stole the $2,900 from the kid, as well as kick him out. Granted that the guy he had mental issues. She could have used that $2,900 to have him to make them see a therapist or something. She's a greedy bitch. But sources to the Deschamps was the one who... But sources said the Deschamps were the one who had Zachary involuntarily committed on Friday. Wow. The state cannot hold minors in observation for more than 12 hours unless there's a medical reason. It's unclear if he has been released. Deschamps had 6 months for Lydia. Oh my god. Deschamps had 6 months from Lydia's November 1st death to file a petition, and her attorney, whatever her name is, called the decision to file on the day after the slaughter appropriate. Deschamps has declined to comment. Of course, they're going to try to whitewash it as much as possible, because this is definitely shady. She can't say anything else except for the word appropriate. Cruz could still get his share if convicted, although anything the boy inherits, he's going to have to get sued, and everything's going to be taken away. That is definitely true. It's another sad turn for the sad kid's life. He's an outcast, he's isolated, he's a weird kid, and on top of that, his adopted family died. And I forgot where I read it, but apparently the adopted parents, they knew who the birth parents were, and evidently, and what I'm hearing is that they were drug addicts and junkies. So if they did drugs while he was in utero, they must have he would be mentally stunted at least. So this is another sad chapter in the sad kid's life, which is gonna be the rest of his life in jail. I don't know about his brother. The current caretaker doesn't seem to care about him, and she's trying to get as much money as possible from the inheritance. And since there's no will, it's gonna be working in her favor because the adopted mother didn't leave anything for him. I feel sorry for his brother. I don't think he had anything to do with his older brother's assault, especially, and I've heard that he's a lot more sociable than his older brother. Hopefully he changes his name something else, because it's already out in the open. That sucks for him. and the story's ending for the story ends for like Nicholas Cruz. He's gonna spend the rest of his life in jail, and he's not gonna get any of these inheritance. I hope his brother Zachary gets all the inheritance. I hope that's what happens. That's what the judge decides, and I don't think this piece of shit caretaker deserves a single fucking dime. He's a piece of shit human being. So thanks a lot for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe.